Hello YouTube, just as I promised, this is the custom control here, back to teach you guys how to dismantle basically your Xbox 360 wireless controller. If you didn't catch my other video, my first video, I was just kind of showing off some of the custom controllers that I have made myself. Hopefully you guys will see something you like and you can send me your controller in and I'll be able to custom paint it and fit the need for your design. Like I said before, I can do just about anything you ask. This is just a couple of things that I've done in the past, and so what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and run through and show you where the 7 screws are. There are 7 screws located in your 360 controller, one here and the second here. The third and fourth are on the sides. These are obvious. The fifth and sixth here. And the seventh one, not so obvious, is located here. You can't normally see it because there is a small sticker located right over the top here with some code on it. So you can't normally see it, but if you just take a razor blade and peel it back and then just peel it all the way back, you'll see it there. I've already gone ahead and eliminated that problem by removing the screws for you guys, so you wouldn't have to see the tedious task. But basically, if you grip the top here and on the bottom here by both of this headphone dock and the charger location, and you push down and pull apart and push down the triggers as you work it back, it will dismantle the bottom half, which will be here, and this should come off automatically here. This bottom part, you can lay that aside, we don't need that for now. And the motherboard basically should just kind of ease on out. It'll have your analog sticks and your rumble pack along with the triggers located inside it. Now you want to be very careful, because if you have any hopes of stashing an LED in here, this is the location where your LEDs normally are. So you want to be very careful with this piece and put it in a Ziploc bag or some type of storage bag. That way there won't be a problem. So we'll set that off to the side now. So here we have the back, obviously, and the front. And you see I just kind of knocked off the bumpers. Here's the sync button and the left bumper and the right bumper located there on the end. And as you can see, there's this little tray here. Well, if you wish, you can just go ahead and we'll move the back part out of the way. And if you dump this upside down, this pad right here, this long cross section, will come off along with this pad, and all of the buttons should fall out as well, and we will also put those in a Ziploc bag for storage until we're ready to reassemble. So as you see, everything bumped out, having a little trouble with the B button there. There we go. And that trouble is taken care of. So if we will just kind of push these off to the side, and as you can see, or maybe you can't, there are 2 screws located here and here in the D-pad. These have to be loosened in order for you to get the D-pad out. So I have a very, very small Phillips head. I believe it's a Phillips head 00 maybe. That's the screw head. So I'm going to loosen that up for you right quick, because it's not as tedious as perhaps the unscrewing of the 7 screws in the place in the back of the controller rather. And right here in this hole and this hole, the 2 opposite of the screws, are located these little small tiny flaps. Now if you push these flaps down, this will release the clip inside of the D-pad here where those 2 holes are located, and you'll have the D-pad in one piece and the screws in the rest. So as you can see, in just less than 5 minutes, I've completely dismantled this guy, and I have front and back piece. I can sand this down and prep it to be painted. For this one, I actually plan to do it black and yellow tiger camo with some paint masks. I have recently acquired. So this is what you should have here. You should have the circuit board with your analog sticks intact, unless you've pulled them off, which you can easily do. You should have the rumble packs on the back located right below the triggers. You should have the sync button along with the bumpers here. You should have this gray piece, which is located on the bottom of the controller when you take it off. Your battery pack, of course. This D-pad piece and the piece that holds it here. Your Xbox button for sync. Your yellow, green, red, and blue, which represent Y, A, X, and B. The back and start buttons. And these two little pieces of rubber right here. And what I used to take this apart was what's called a torque screwdriver. You can get these for about $8. This whole set for $8 at an Advanced Auto Parts or an AutoZone, just your local auto store. And as you can see, the 7 screws are here in the Ziploc bag. They're just kind of tough to keep up with, so I'll put them somewhere safe until I'm ready to replace them. And that's it. Thanks for watching. Rate, subscribe, and comment. I appreciate it, you guys. Thanks.